Hello friends, I hope you will be fine. So today we are learning about tuples and sets in Python, and they are very necessary part of Python data structures. Okay, and we will see in this lecture that how we will use it. Okay, in our programs. So you can see this is tuples definition. Okay, they are similar to list, but we use circular brackets parentheses to define it. Okay, here we are defining a tuple. Okay, and the key difference in the list and tuples are they are immutable. Okay, so we can't change it. Okay, you can read it, so they cannot be changed. We cannot change their values, and they should be remain constant throughout the program. Okay, so we have defined a tuple here by using parentheses, and inside it we have added some data like 1 2 3. These three are integers and these two are strings. You can also add another list, another tuple or sets inside this tuple. Okay, whatever you want to add. Okay, and after that we are printing this tuple. So let's see what is the output. Okay, so if I run this program python set tuples py, so you can see, and if you want to print its type, so we will see type of tuple, so it will be class tuple. Okay, as you can see it is class tuple. So I hope you understand what tuples are and how we can define a tuple. So it's very simple, like we understand its this part. Okay, so now we will see that how we can, oops, we have to define it here. Okay, so we can also access its elements by using the index. Okay, so for getting the index 1 we will use the 0 number, because the list or tuples or sets starts with 0th index. Okay, so we can slice it same as we slice the lists. Okay, and if I save it and run this part, okay, so you can see the 0th element of my tuple and the third element, which is actually the fourth element. Okay, so 0 1 2 3, this is apple, and we can see here is apple, and the 0 element, which is the index number 1, is 1. Okay, so these are the basic things that how we can slice and index it. Next we will see that finding the index of an element. So if you have a element or data in your tuple and you want to see for on which index that data exists. Okay, so we can also get the index number of this one. Okay, so if I print the index of banana. Okay, so for doing this we can type our tuple name, and then we will use its method like dot index, and in index we will pass our data like for which we want to get the index of. Okay, so we want to get the index of banana, so we are passing banana. Okay, and if I save it, run it, okay, you can see that banana is on number 4. Let's see it here. So 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so its index number is 4. Okay, so it's really simple like list. Okay, next thing is we can count that a number or an element occurs how many times. Okay, so we have not seen this type of things in lists. Okay, so tuples have its own methods and functionalities and its specialities. Okay, so we can use this tuple to count the iteration of items. Like if we have a list of items like fruits, okay, so we can convert it first into a tuple. Okay, or we can directly add it into a tuple, and then we can count how many fruits are there. Okay, so if we have a number of tuple here, uh, 1 2 2 3 2 4, and we want to see that how many times number 2 is appearing in our tuple, so we will write our tuple name here, the variable, and we will use dot count method. Okay, so we will use dot count, and then we will pass the element which we want to count. Okay, So we want to get the count of 2, and if I save this, clear the console and run it again, okay, you can see it's 3. So the number of occurrence this data is repeated is 3. So here is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, I hope you get it better. Okay, so I maximize zoomed in a little bit so you will see it better. Okay, so the next thing is tuple and unpacking. Okay, so this is the interesting part. So let me show you first this thing. Okay, so we can understand it like this: if we have x number of items in our tuple, so we can put it in x number of variables. Like if we have 3 items in our tuple, then we can assign it to 3 variables directly. Okay, you can see this is number 1, number 2, number 3, and there we have number 1 variable, number 2 variable, and number 3 variable. So 10 is assigned to x, okay, and 20 is assigned to y, okay, and 30 is assigned to z. Okay, let's print it. If I save it and print xyz, so I should get 10 comma 20 comma y, or no, not comma, because print is separating it them by using comma. Okay, so you can see 10, 20, 30. If I remove y and z from here, okay, so you will see 10 only. If I add a fruit here like banana, okay, and here I rename it to my fruit, and then I use it here like my fruit and save it, so you will see banana here. Okay, so it is unpacking it, okay, and putting it into variable one by one. Like banana will go to my fruit, 20 will go to y, 30 will go to z. Okay, so this is unpacking. This unpacking is also available in Python list, so you can also unpack a list in Python. Okay, okay, so we have covered the tuples part. Now we are going forward to the sets. Okay, so what are sets? So sets is an unordered collection. So remember, if you put things on a set, so it will add it in an unordered collection, okay, of unique elements. Remember, so it will also remove the duplicates part. So if you have two here and you again add two after that, so it will remove the second one, and this first one will be remain, or the second one will be remain, doesn't matter, because it will only occur once. So unlike lists and tuples, sets do not allow duplicate elements, and the order of elements is not maintained. Okay, so this is set, and it also has lots of methods. Okay, first we will see how we can define it. So by defining a set, we will use curly brackets. Okay, so inside curly brackets we can put our elements. Here I have also used numbers because it is a minimal example and you can understand it better by using numbers. Okay, so you can also use strings inside sets, or tuples inside set, or list inside set. Okay, so I've made a variable by the name my set, and I used curly brackets to define a set and put 5 numbers here. Again, the number 1 is in index 0. It also starts from 0th index. Okay, and here we are printing our set. So let me save it, clear the console, and again print it. So if I printing my set, so you can see my set. Okay, so let's see the type of our set. So it is very necessary to print the type of each element you are working on, because in future you will see that lots of things are coming from lots of places, and you have to see their types to do calculations and work on them. Okay, if I again run it, so you can see class set. Okay, and that's it for defining a set. So next we will see how we can add elements to a set. Okay, so here we will see we are adding uh, element. 6. So when we use this method, it will add an element after the last element. Okay, so here we have 5, the last element. After that, it will add another element. So how we will define it? We have to use our variable, our set. This is our set, my set, and we will use dot to add a variable, sorry, a method here, and we will use add method to add this new element. Okay, and if I hover over here, we can see we are this is an element to a set. Okay, so not a lots of documentation here. This is simple method for adding an element to a set. Okay, and after adding, if I print again my set, okay, let's save it and again run it. So you will see 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so 6 is appended here. We can also append any other thing like car. If I append car here, so after 5 it will append car. You can see. Okay, so now we have learned about adding an element into a set. Okay, now let's move forward. Okay, we will see how to remove an element from a set. It's same as the add method, just we have to call the remove method and we have to pass the element. Okay, the actual element. Okay, so if we have 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, and not 6, only 5, and we have to remove the number 2 here, so we can pass it. Okay, so we will pass 2 and it will remove 2 from the set. Let me save it and again clear the console and run it. So you can see number 2 has been removed. Let's do another example, my set dot remove, and if I remove number 5, which is the last element, and then we can see 1 3 4. Okay, that's it for the remove part. Okay, and then there is a method which is discarding an element. Okay, so why using discard? This is same as remove but with one difference. These two methods do same things. Okay, but if we use remove and the element doesn't exist in our set, then it will raise an error, but this discard will not raise an error. Let's show this with an example. Okay, so my set dot remove. Okay, and if I type 7, which is not available, and let me comment it, save it and run it again, you can see key error, key number 7, the value number 7 doesn't exist in our set. Okay, so what I will do, I will use discard. Okay, and I will pass 7 here, and again if I run here, you can see nothing happens, and if I print my set here, so there is no difference. Okay, let me clear it and run it again. You can see there is no difference because 7 is not set and it failed silently. So we have not seen any error here, so we use discard to fail silently. Okay, and don't see any error. So if an element will be available in a set, so it will remove it, otherwise forget about it. Okay, next we have clear method. So clear method is same as clear method in a list. Okay, so we have our set here and we will call clear method. So what it will do, it will clear all of our data into our set. Okay, we have also used it in our list. Okay, so if it is a set or it is a list, we can call clear method and it will clear all of our data into our list or a set. Okay, so after that, if we print our set, we will see an empty set. Okay, let me save it and again run it. You can see set with its constructor. Okay, we have not used set with its constructor. Okay, but we are only defining sets by using the parentheses. Okay, sorry, the curly brackets. Okay, so you have seen how to clear a set. Okay, now this is interesting part. We have three type of operations here, which we can perform on our sets. Okay, so you have also learned about this in your college, that we can use sets and get its union, intersection, and the difference. Okay, so if we let me introduce what these things are. So in union, we will get two sets union, and it will print its value in sequence. So if we have 1 2 3 4 3 4 5 6, so it will print 1 2 3 4 5 6 and eliminate the duplicates. Okay, so it will uh, print it in ascending order and in sequence. Okay, and what intersection does, intersection finds four similar ones. So in two sets, it will find four similar numbers. So 3 and 4 here are similar. So the intersection will print the similar numbers. Okay, and there is also a difference. Okay, so difference is a little different. So let's see these two things in action, and then I will talk about difference. Okay, so first we will see the union. For printing the union parts in sequence, so we will get our set 1, which we have defined here. Okay, and after that we will call a function of union by writing it set1 dot union. So we are calling union function on set1, and we are passing set number 2, which is this one. Okay, so it will return union of both of the sets. Okay, so if we print this one, let me save it, and if I print it, we can see 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is the union. Okay, and the next thing is, let me comment it. Okay, or uncomment it. We will see all of the things in a list. Okay, after that, if we use intersection, uh, uncomment it. So we have 3 4 common in both of the sets. Okay, the same thing, set 1 dot intersection, and then we are passing set number 2. Okay, and let me save it, and then if I print it again, so running it, we can see 3 4. This is the intersection of both of the sets. Okay, the next is the difficult one. Okay, so it performs in the set which we are using with our method. Okay, it will get its value and see the difference inside this set, the set number 1, because using we are calling the difference method in this set. Okay, so we have set number 1. Okay, and we are calling difference in this set 1 and passing the set number 2. So what it will do, it will check what are the values that are not available in set number 2 but available in set number 1. So it will print the value which are only available in set number 1 and return them. So if you print set 1 dot difference set 2, so it will see that, hey, there is 1 2 3 4 in set number 1. Let's check what values are available in set number 2. So when we are looking, we can detect 3 4 is available here on set 2, but 1 2 is not available in set number 2. Okay, so it is only checking in set number 1, because we call difference method from set number 1. So 1 2 here 5 6 doesn't matter, it is only checking for 1 2 in sets number 1. Okay, so if we save it and print it, so it should print 1 and 2. Okay, so this is the difference. Okay, let me comment all of them. And last one is the frozen set. So frozen set is a constant thing. When we create a set, it will be frozen. Okay, what we can do, there is a built-in method frozen. So if you type frozen set, here it is frozen set, then you will see it is a built-in method, and in under it we can initialize it as a function. Okay, and inside it we can pass a list. Okay, so like 1 2 3 4 with comma separated, like we are doing here. So this is the constructor. Okay, we are initializing a set using a constructor, and we are passing a list here. You can also pass a set here, Okay, so this constructor will make this list a set. Okay, so frozen set will be remain same all over our program. Okay, so we can only use its elements. Let me print it, clear the console, print it. So you can see it is calling frozen set. Okay, and we can also print the frozen set index 1. Okay, oops, sorry. Okay, so you can see it is not subscriptable. Okay, and we can only define it once. Okay, and use it all over our program. And I think we will not use it in our program in next lectures. Okay, because it uses very often. Okay, and if we try to also add an element here, so if I clear it, yes, okay, you can see there is an error. We can not subscript it. Subscript means we cannot get the element by its index. Okay, and we can also not add any element or remove any element from it. Okay, because this is a frozen set, can't do anything. Okay, so this is the method which we will not use in our next things, but it is available, so I've uh, told you about it. Okay, so that's all of the things in this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video and understand all of the things. If you have any questions or comments, then you can ask, and subscribe to my channel for getting more updates about Python and next AI tutorials. Okay, thank you.